I know. I don't fool around.
Are we ready?
Uh-huh.
One.
You're on.
Well, hello everybody. This is Kate. We're coming to you today. It is Thursday, October 16th.
Friday.
Oh, it's Friday. I think I may have just put that wrong on the title.
Okay.
It is Friday, October 16th, so it's almost the weekend. And
Yay.
we have a beautiful day out there today. It's absolutely gorgeous here in Colorado, other than the smoke, but the temperature is just wonderful.
You did put Thursday, October 16th. Yeah.
I don't know why I thought it was Thursday, but I guess the weekend's coming sooner than I thought. Okay, so we do have a winner from yesterday. So yesterday, Denise Simmons, thank you for sharing our video. I'm not sure where you're from, Denise, so if you can let us know where you would like this sent to, whether you're local and you want to pick it up from one of our stores, or if you live away, then we will ship it to you. So we have a cute little, this was one of our very first lives, I think, that Christine did, using the lace zippers from Kimberbell.
Very nice.
So Patrick and Christine are actually at my house filming and doing the virtual tea party class. So they have done 2 projects this morning, and they are just starting their 3rd project for the day. So I know that some of you are double dipping here.
Oh my!
You're supposed to be paying attention to class, and now you've got live on too.
Mm-hmm.
So today we have a really cute project from Val. It's not embroidery.
Nope.
So it's a sewing and quilting project, but I think you'll love it. It's supposed to be a 10-minute project, or at least a 10-minute block.
Mm-hmm.
That you can make into a
Quilt
pillow or a quilt, or whatever you want to do with it. Today's project will not have any written directions. So it will be a verbal class only. Now we are going to show you the book that the project came out with, but because of copyright, we're not able to share the pattern with you. So it is going to be a verbal class teaching only. So you'll have to rewatch the video, or alternatively, obviously we can get you the book too if you decide that you just love it and have to have the printed directions. So we'll talk a little bit more about that in just a few minutes. I do have a joke.
Uh-oh.
So I realized that because the joke was on my phone and we're using my phone for live, so then I realized that I had to print my joke. So my husband purchased a world map and then gave me a dart and said, "Throw this wherever it lands is where I'm taking you when this pandemic ends." Turns out we're spending 2 weeks behind the fridge.
That would be me.
Yeah, that's about what we're all going to be doing, right?
Yeah, thank you, Miss Beth.
Okay, let's
all
go
right.
ahead and we will get started with today's project.
So we're switching people.
We are going to switch around. And yes, for some of you, you may have just seen some more Christmas fabric.
Might have.
Actually, it doesn't scream Christmas this time.
No, it's just a really nice metallic.
Actually, let's just go ahead and show them.
Oh, let's show them right now.
Okay, so this is a new line of fabric that we got in from Robert Kaufman. We showed a couple of the pieces the other day that had the silver metallic on it. So these are the ones that we've got with the gold. So there is red with gold. There is a dark green.
Like a pine green.
That has, it's got some black in that one too.
Mm-hmm.
And then there is the white with gold and white. And then there is more of the traditional Christmas green. It's more like a Kelly green. And there is the black. I really like the black one.
I do too. And it has like a lighter gray line in it.
Yeah, see if I can get that. Yeah, it does have like the lighter color in there. So they all really have, it's called linen. It's a metallic linen fabric. So we have...
And guess what? We have bundles.
So we will put a half-yard bundle together. It's $27.50 for a half-yard bundle of the 5 different prints. So you'll get half yard of each one of those. So $27.50 for a half-yard bundle if any of you are interested in that, or if any of you are interested in the yardage, you can let us know that too. So we did get a ton of new fabric in the other day, but we're trying not to overwhelm you, so we're just going to show you a little bit at a time. So hopefully, Jerry, I think you're supposed to be paying attention to class. I know what you're up to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
And
these just came in this morning, and we all know how much we love Kimberbell. So these are the heartfelt friends.
And for those of you who had them on P&D with us, I've pulled, and we just have not had time to call you yet.
Okay, so hopefully Val or Michelle will call you this afternoon to let you know that those did come in. So I'm sure we're going to be doing a live on these in the next week or so.
And these are $22.99.
Tracy, what are you doing?
And to go along with those,
they have the new red and white felt balls.
Aren't those neat?
So I know that there's a project out that's actually got like a children's mobile.
Yes, with the grays.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of got a glare. Let's see if we can get rid of that glare. There you go. That's probably better. So it's actually done in that antique white felt. And then they've used the cream and gray felt balls on that one. Isn't that cool?
And they've used up here one of the wooden embroidery hoops, the hand embroidery hoops.
Just to hang it on. Mm-hmm. What a great idea.
Great idea.
I bet we all have some of those hanging around.
So. And then look at this cute little guy using all of the other colors for a little garland.
So we do have this collection of the felt balls is called the Sugar Plum collection. So we do have the Sugar Plum collection too. So the design pack is $22.99, as you're probably seeing as we had that turned around. And the felt balls are $14.99.
And then the ribbon is $14.95 that goes with.
Can you see how they've put the ribbon in so that you can use it as like hanging for Christmas ornaments, or you can attach them onto Christmas gifts. You could do lots of different things with them.
So the pack of ribbon embellishment, the crocheted lace again, is $14.95.
Perfect.
Nice, huh?
So if you are ordering for the first time, please let us know. Because we would need to be able to contact you. So we have, in a couple of instances, we have had to try and Facebook stalk you, so to speak, because we've had no way of contacting you. We've just had your name from your comment. So we have left some messages out there for some of you that are wanting to place an order. So please make sure that you let us know how we can contact you for any orders that you do place. Okay. And my sister just got on here. Hi, sis.
Hi.
Okay, so today's project.
This is what we're going to do today. This is just a fun block, and it takes 3 seams.
And it's actually got like this cathedral window.
I made it into a cathedral window, yes.
Cool. Okay. Look how cool that is.
So it came from this book. Now, some of you may have this. This is one that I pulled out of the Resource Center.
So it's old, like us.
Yeah, well, older.
Older, like you.
I'm really old. I'm ancient. Anyhow, this is just a really fun book, and it has lots of good ideas in it. It's not that expensive. It was $16.99, I think, when we looked it up to make sure.
It is $16.99.
And then you'd get your 20% off today. So the blocks, and I could show you what I had started many years ago, a quilt out of really bright colors using a layer cake size, so the 10-inch blocks. But today I didn't want this pillow to be 10 inches.
That's a good size pillow. It's probably about 18, 20 inches.
It's about 18, about 15 here to here, but then I decided to do a flange on it.
I like the flange. It really finishes it off nicely.
My blocks are 8 inches. And Pam McCorkle was in here this morning when I was trying to figure this out because I hadn't sewn on it for, let me get rid of the mask. I hadn't sewn on it for several years. So we had to this is really important, this layout. And if you can figure that out, you've got it, guys. But we're going to have, I have 2 colors. Now you could do all 1 color, you could do 4 colors, but I chose to do 2 colors for my pillow squares, and I like the way that looks. And then you have the same size block using for your center, and this is the way you create the square in the center or your cathedral window. So this is where it gets tricky. We press this right sides together.
Right sides together? That's
wrong sides together. Sorry. We
Okay.
want right sides out. Yeah, it's been a long morning here. And then you're going to lay this, so it's going to lay out like this. We're going to take and lay this piece down here. And we're going to lay this piece on here.
Right sides together.
Right sides together.
This is kind of reminding me of that 3D puff serger quilt I
Very
did.
much like the 3D puff. Then we are going to go, follow me, and we could PIN, but this is a easy, simple seam.
You know, it's fun sewing with Val. I don't have to put pins in it for her.
Is there someone in the store that you have to put pins in or clip for? Really?
Yeah.
Is it Jake?
It is Jake.
So we're just going to, using my 1/4 inch foot with guide, guys.
And you're going to sew that seam all the way down.
I am. It's
Okay.
going to go all the way, top to bottom. And you want to make sure that you have this edge lined up and this one on top. It's really important to catch that in here,
Okay.
or you're not going to have a pretty point. It's going to be pointless. Then, this is what I always have to stop and think about. So we're going back to the cutting table just so I can look at it and think about it. We have to get this piece now, this side, in between these here. Let's turn this over. Let me think. Don't rush me, don't rush me. So this one goes here, and this one goes here. And if I've done these right, it'll be good.
Okay.
If I haven't,
I know where there's a seam ripper.
do you really? Oh, do you rip for me?
No.
But you do for Patrick.
I know.
So again, we're using that 1/4 inch seam.
So because that is in the center, there's really no like points to match or anything,
Not right now, but there will be.
Okay.
This is, it seriously is a 3 seam block.
So this is seam number 2.
This is number 2.
Okay, we'll see how well she does. We've got one more seam we can do.
And then the cathedral window part is another seam.
Okay.
But
Creating the actual
the
block.
block is 3 seams. Yeah, that's what makes it so cute and fun. Now, ladies, say your prayers that I did this correctly. I did. Look, they're opposite. So now what we do, and we're walking back over here because I am going to pin this time.
Okay.
Okay, great, thank you.
So what we have to do is you're going to put, all right, so I want to show you which edges I'm putting together. I'm going to fold this over here.
Do the opposite fabrics.
Opposite fabrics, yes. But you're not going to pin all the way across at the beginning. Just do a couple. Then go back here to this side, and again, just do a couple.
And what size blocks did you start with? Did you say
8 inch.
8?
Yes, these are 8.
So it's going to make about a 16-inch quilt block,
Mm-hmm.
but you can pretty much do this with any size block.
You could do it with any size block you wanted. I decided I wanted a pillow and thought this would be a good size.
Okay.
All right, this is where the magic is, guys. So you look what I did. I want you to
Open
see
that
this.
up.
I opened this up Then you grab these pieces on the inside. You're going to match, and it looks wrong, but it really isn't. Get in there. You're going to match these two center seams together. So I hope you can see what I'm doing. Nest them in and put a pin. Then what we have to do, and this is where you come out here.
You have to make sure you get that in the seam.
You make sure that you get everything in the seam. So your block at this point is not going to lay down nice and flat. Nope. But see what I've got? I'm making sure that I have that there. And you want to also make sure that you don't get any of it caught up in the block, in the seam.
This is very, very similar to that one that we did on the serger.
It is. All right. Then we're going to come here, go this other direction, just pulling this down.
And make it fit.
And make it fit. But this is one that I started this quilt a long time ago, and if anybody wants to volunteer to finish the rest of my...
I'm sure everybody's just going to jump on that one for you, Val.
I was afraid of that. I found it during the March COVID.
Whilst Val is pinning that, I'm just going to show you the finished project. So you're learning to make this 3-seam quilt block that she has turned into a pillow. And then once we've got this done, she's then going to show you how to turn this into a cathedral window also.
All right, we're going back and see this.
So the center block is the same size as whatever the size block is that you choose to use.
And see, this doesn't lay down.
No, I can see that.
Nice and straight. So we'll just run back. Well, we'll walk.
So I'm not running anywhere. Absolutely, you could sew this on a serger too.
You just have to be extremely careful in here and making sure. The problem is with your serger, keeping your pins
out of the way of the blade.
Out of the way of the blade. Yeah.
Otherwise, you have to come see us.
Yeah, and then that gets expensive because blades aren't covered. And you did not...
It does make a pretty pillow, doesn't it, Beth?
Don't tell Patrick that I just sewed over a pin.
You sewed over 2. I saw you. You're about to sew over 3.
I know it. But I'm going really slowly. I just thought this would be a fun, easy project to end the week on.
It is a nice, easy one.
All right. Now,
whoa. You nearly knocked one of those on the floor.
I did. A lot of them. Look here. Look what happens. There it is.
How cool is that?
So now...
So I just got a note handed to me that Miss Amanda is trying to plan one of her lives and wants to know how you all feel about a live on Hocus Pocus. Are you all up for some more Halloween stuff before we are out of the Halloween season? I think we've only got, what, another
week?
No, 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
We got another 2 weeks. You scared me.
2 weeks from today.
2 weeks from tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Halloween's on a Saturday this year.
Well, you thought today was Thursday.
I know. I'm all messed up.
And that confused me. And I had forgotten to turn the iron on.
I even posted it, so...
as Thursday.
Hopefully yes. I can change that. Well, Michelle says yes, but we all knew that she would. Actually, Amanda sent me a photo of another one that she was thinking about doing, and I know you ladies would love that one. So, Amanda is full-blown Halloween right now, so she's just checking that you all are too.
Now, I do press this from the back just lightly to make sure that I've got these seams.
So Amanda, it looks like you're getting the thumbs up for more Halloween, so go with it.
And Matt didn't have my iron warmed. Nobody had my iron warmed up.
I didn't know I was supposed to.
Oh yeah, that's part of your job when you're here. Yeah.
So Amanda and Matt have a new little baby. That's not to say they don't have a beautiful older baby too, but anyway, their new little baby just got his first Halloween costume. OMG. He is the cutest lion you will ever see. So if you see a lion
Coming around.
going around, he is just absolutely darling.
All right. Now, we have this. You could, if you want, just simply top stitch around here.
No, I want
leave
to
it as a
see how
square.
you're going to make this.
I'm only saying you could.
Okay, but we don't want to, right, ladies and gents?
No. So we are going to fold this back. And because this
Does it just
fold-
naturally kind of fold?
Mhm, because it's on the bias now.
Oh, that's how she did it. That's cheating. I thought there was something magical going to happen
It
here.
is. It's magical. I'm magical. Well,
Do you do one at a time, or do you do them all at the same time?
all at the same time. So I'm just, and you could do this without pressing, but it just gives you a little more of a guideline to press them down.
So, ladies and gents, I do have to say that if we have Amanda do another Halloween live, I have no guarantees of what she's going to show up dressed as next week or act like, okay? She'll only have one more live that she can do for Halloween. Is that right?
No, she
think so.
could do too.
I'm eager to start. I was looking for Christmas projects last night, ladies.
Well, this is kind of Christmas if you look at it. I've got a couple Christmas projects, don't I, Kate?
Non-in-the-hoop projects. Today's a non-in-the-hoop project.
Next week I'll have one.
Amanda just did one, 2 weeks ago when she did the placemats, the Jelly Roll placemats. That wasn't an in-the-hoop too.
All right, guys.
So we are trying to make sure that we, I know a lot of you love the in-the-hoop projects and the embroidery stuff, but we are trying to do a little bit of everything
Mix
for
it
you.
up. So this is what you have now. All right.
It looks like a little fabric tray.
It does. Maybe. For a couple things.
Amanda says she has 2 more Mondays. Okay.
That's scary. All right, we're going to get rid of our 1/4-inch foot for a minute and put on the open toe.
I think the mop broom has been confiscated from Amanda at the Littleton store.
That's probably a good idea. All right, ladies, so I suggest that you start at one point. And then you're going to want to use your center needle guide and putting it right out here next to the edge. The other thing I suggest, if you have a machine that has needle down, that you finish in a needle down position.
So I see all your comments, ladies, about the Thanksgiving project, and believe me, we will be having our fair share of Thanksgiving projects too. So give us 2 more weeks here on Halloween, and we will be heading right into the next 2 holidays, and I promise you will get both.
Okay, so we're just going around here.
So that open toe foot though really helps
It
to be able to
helps.
see where the
Yes.
edge is, and you're stitching very closely to the edge.
Very close to the edge. So ladies, if you don't own the open toe foot, you really need to invest in it. They are not expensive.
No, Val is actually straight stitching, ladies. Whoa, can you see that?
All right, so because I don't have a stylus, see my stylus? Do you like that?
Stiletto.
Stiletto, sorry. It starts with an S. Right?
Ellen, when you say what are you using, can you let me know what you might be referring to? She's using the open toe foot and a straight stitch to stitch down the cathedral edge on this center block.
You absolutely could do a decorative stitch. The open toe foot is it $15.99? $15.99.
The 1/4 inch foot with guide is $21.99. Both which are really essential feet.
Matt, I didn't announce it. Okay. Do you want me to? Okay, so the items that we have shown you on live today, Matt has added those to, did they go into the What's New page, Matt?
No, they go,
Can you show them where to find them?
I can in just a minute.
Okay, so we're actually going to have Matt give you, because we have actually put these onto our website, so you can actually do your purchase directly online. So I'll have Matt take you through a little demonstration on that here in just a moment.
Okay, I'm just going to tie this off, stitch in place. And then we're going to put our borders on,
Okay.
which I turned into a flange instead of a border.
Okay, do we need to come over
So
there?
you
Or
can stay right there for a few minutes. Now I cut these pieces 2 inches wide
okay.
with the fabric, so doesn't take much. You could have had my foot changed. This is really bad when I have to do all this myself. All right, ladies, I'm going to sew this 1/4 inch, again, using 1/4 inch seams all the way through this.
And are you going to sew? Top.
Top and bottom or side to side, yes. And then
So she's going to put these borders on opposite sides. So whether it's left, right, and then top, bottom. So instead of going around like clockwise on this block, she's going to be doing opposite sides.
And using this side, size, I should say, one with the fabric will do top and bottom, which is something you would have to take into account if you were doing a larger block.
So to re-watch this video, obviously you can't start from the beginning whilst we are still live. But once we are no longer live, you will be able to find this video on our Facebook page, or it will also get posted to our YouTube channel also. The 1/4 inch foot that Val is using is $21.99.
And it's really, most of our Baby Lock machines come with a 1/4 inch foot, but it's a smaller, narrower one. And the base does not cover the feed dogs as well as this one does, in my opinion.
So Garnet just made a suggestion that we could actually put an embroidery design in the
You
center of this block too.
I thought about that.
Because
but-
she's used a plain fabric there, that would be, or like a quilting design or something like that.
Which is what I thought I would talk about. If you did a quilt, then you would be able to, in your quilting, put a design in the block.
So we do opposite sides. I'm going to pan back out here a little bit so you can see this. So she's got the border on this side, and she's got the border on the other side that she's just finishing up. And then what she will do is she will press this open. She will be able to trim this even right here, and then we'll be able to put the second, the third and fourth border on in there. So that gives you more of an even look by doing opposite sides.
Usually on a quilt, you do your sides, left and right side with borders, and then you do your top and bottom. Okay, I'm just going to trim this even and I'll be right back.
Okay.
You don't need to get all ready. Oh, and look, I sewed it straight. Amazing. tape. We're gonna have to get rid of this ruler. I just did what you did.
I will show the book here to you in a little bit more, thank you, in a little bit more detail so you can see some of the variations of this block.
Good.
So this is the book. It is called the 10-minute block 3 seam squares. So this block is made just by 3 different seams. So it gives you obviously the basic directions on how to do it, and then here is some different quilts that you can make, different variations that you can make with it. This is kind of like a scrappy. This would actually be really good to use layer cakes on.
Yes.
So if you use like a package of layer cakes where they all coordinate, and then just a solid or a coordinating fabric for the center.
And then what they've done is when you put the 4
together, they're also
you do
adding,
that.
yeah, you're adding an extra one. So instead of just that center block being in the center of these 4, now you're putting the center block in the center of the 4 fours, so to speak. And here you can see, and I'm not sure if this is fussy cut fabric or whether that's an embroidery. I think it's a fussy cut
It's
fabric.
a fussy cut, I believe.
But that would be a great way to show off a fabric that has a specialty print on
Like
it.
a big rose.
Mm-hmm.
Poinsettias.
See some of the other. This one doesn't stand out quite so much. It's a little bit more.
No, you can see it's a very busy quilt.
Here's a different one where the blocks are actually, so you've got 4 blocks that are actually all the same fabric. So instead of rotating
And then they just
them.
did the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So different variations. So the book again is called the 10-minute block book, and it is $16.99. And we are going to, whilst Val is sewing on that last side of her border, she's then going to press and trim. We'll come back to her, but in the meantime, we're going to go, Matt's going to show you how, if you're wanting to place an order, instead of putting a comment on here and waiting for us to contact you with the order, you can actually place your order directly on our website. So he's going to go ahead and show this to you.
So right under products, I have made a page that does say Facebook Live products. So you can click on that and it will take you to our page with everything that was shown today, which if there was more items, I will have to get those added, but this is what they told me about. So we have the red and white felt balls. Have you gone over this stuff yet, or is this
Yes.
a surprise now?
No, it's
Okay.
not a surprise.
The Winter Wonderland felt balls, the Felt Friends disc, the trim in red, and then I do not have a picture of it yet, but this would be the fabric bundle that Kate
okay.
had shown.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all here, and if you click on any of them, you're already going to have the discount set there for you.
Oh, wow,
and you
it's
can just
already
add
ready
it
to
to
go.
cart. So, and you can do in-store pickup or have it delivered.
Perfect. And when they do add to cart, they can then select whether they want to have it delivered or...
Yes, at checkout they will decide if they want to do pickup, and you can select which store or delivery.
Thank you for showing that to us, Matt.
Yep.
So, and our website is aboveandbeyondsewing.com. So you can go ahead and take care of placing your own order directly on our website. And Jan, I am going to take you over and show you. This is the finished project that we're making today. Not really Christmas, but maybe Christmassy. It's just a really cute
little-
pillow using a unique technique where we just, with 3 seams, we put this square into the center and we create this block. And the fabric bundle that Matt was just talking about was this fabric bundle. This is the one that I didn't give him a photo on. This is a new line of fabric. It's a metallic line of fabric from Robert Kaufman, and it's called Linen Metallic. And we have shown a couple of other colors earlier in the week with the silver in it, and this is the gold collection. So this is the one that has the gold. So yes, you will actually pay for all of the items that you order online directly on our website.
They will actually automatically get an email when stuff ships as well.
Okay, so I'm not sure if you heard Matt say that, but when the item actually, if we're needing to ship it to you, you automatically get a notification that is in shipment to you also with a tracking information. Thank you, Matt. You absolutely could stitch a Christmas design in the center of there. You could do a lot of things with this. Fussy cut fabric, do a quilting design, do a Christmas design. Beth said thank you. Okay, so let's see where Val is up to. So here is her finished block
I'm just working on the back.
with the borders on. And like she told you, she did a 2-inch border.
But again, that's their choice.
Absolutely, it would be your choice. You could make it wider if you want the pillow to be bigger. And I think she's doing a envelope back. So she's doing an envelope back. Do you know what sizes you cut these?
18 by 13, and I folded down about 1.5 inches and 1.5 inches.
So she's just done on one of the 18-inch sides. She has folded down a double fold hem. And now she is stitching down that hem. And she's actually stitching it twice. So she is stitching it close to this edge, and she's also stitching it just right in from the fold edge there.
And I used my 1/4-inch foot again.
Perfect. So here is one of them. Don't know how well you can see that.
I even wound the bobbin to match.
Yeah, this project I think definitely leads you to be a little bit more creative and use your imagination on really what you could do with this. I bet I know what's next.
What?
I think you're going to put right sides together.
Oh, you're so smart.
So for those of you that have never made a flanged pillow before, we're actually going to see how to turn this into a flange pillow, and it's very, very easy.
It really is. And it's just, it really adds a lot. Now on this backing, when I make an envelope back, I like to have a bit extra here. So if you were really short on fabric, you could have made this closer.
You could, or you could have done less of a double fold right
Exactly.
here.
There's lots of ways to do it. I had a piece that was 13 inches, so
No, her backing was cut 18 by 13, and she did 2 of them, and that's how she gets that envelope back. But if you're really short on fabric, you could probably just do an 18-inch square
and
sew it together, and you would have to leave an opening and stuff it. This way, she's going to put a pillow form inside, a 16-inch pillow form.
Now, and when I put a pillow together like this, I always stitch from the pillow top side. That way, I can get it right on here and being sure, because I could have trimmed it down just a little more, but I didn't. And for the ladies who know me, I'm actually putting pins in.
Listen, Patrick would have a heart attack sewing that fast.
Oh.
Yeah, Val's a fast sewer too.
Sometimes, and then there's other times. Like, I don't free motion like you do. I don't applique like you do. That's why I like for you to do my applique and my quilting, my free motion.
How many of you worked on your mystery yesterday and got all caught up on your mystery quilt?
I never put this many pins in anything, but I'm doing it for the audience. So that this pillow turns out fairly decent. I thought about doing piping on this too, but decided a flange might be something that hadn't been done before.
We have not done a flange, I don't believe, on a live, so that's good.
It's hard to remember anymore what we've done and what we haven't done. All right, ladies.
Patrick didn't finish up his mystery blocks yesterday, so he's still got more homework to do.
Uh-oh. I wonder if he'll do it, or if he has a little helper.
What is the mystery? This is my first time watching. Well, Susan, great question. So let me try and explain that a little bit to you. This was something that we started probably about 4 or 5 months ago, kind of right at the beginning when we started doing our Facebook Lives. We decided to do a mystery table runner. So the mystery table runner, I don't know if you've ever participated in any type of a mystery sewing project before, but basically you get a supply list and you get cutting directions, or you can buy a kit. So we've always had kits that have been available. I think I have a couple of the previous mysteries here that I will try and pull out and show to you what we've been doing. Sometimes we work with applique, sometimes we've done embroidery, sometimes we've just done quilting. And so part 1 will be a supply list along with cutting directions. Part 2 is when we start to sew. So I don't think anything has ever been revealed on part 2. Most of our mysteries have 3 to 5 segments. And we will do it once or twice a week over probably about a 2-week period. Once we start a mystery, we kind of keep with it for a couple of weeks until it's complete. But we will sew along with you. We'll tell you what pieces to stitch together, and you don't really know what you're making. We may have given you an idea that it might be a Halloween project, or it might be a Christmas project, or it might be just a table topper that really doesn't have any type of theme to it. So I'm going to take you on a little wander and show you a couple of the mysteries that we have done. We are currently on mystery number 9. So this one over here was one of the very first mysteries we did, and it's actually on a little display table here. So this one, I'm sure that you can probably tell, was half square triangles, and they were given instructions to cut the squares, and then we did a right side together on this fabric, and this fabric marked a diagonal line, and sewed 1/4 inch, and we created this chevron table topper. So that was one of the mysteries. Matt, can you see if you can grab a couple of the mysteries that are over just right in there? So this one was one we did right around 4th of July. So this is one that we used the Baby Lock IQ, and we actually created the embroidery in IQ. So this one, of course, as you can well imagine, one of the clues was to make a 9 patch, and one of the clues was to do the embroidery and to cut the triangles, but nobody really knew what was going to happen. Matt has another one here. This is another mystery that we did. And again, that one is half square triangles again, but see how different it can come out. This one is not complete, but this is another mystery that we did. So we did that one. I don't know if I have any more. We've been giving some of them away, so I'm not sure how many is that I've shown for. We did, oh, this one. Can you hold this one up?
Yeah.
This was the previous mystery to the one we're working on right now. So this one you could either do embroidery, or we did pre-cut applique shapes. They were already pre-cut in the kit. If you didn't buy the kit, we gave you the outline so you could create your own appliques on them. So this one was kind of using a, it's like that wonky block ruler, but we were using it with a standard 8-inch ruler. Everyone's saying hi, Matt.
Hi.
So those are the ones I can find at the moment. We did a really cool one that was kind of a striped one. I don't know what happened to that project.
I have mine on my table at home.
Actually, I've just found another one over here. Yeah, I've got mine on my table at home too. So this was another one we did. So hopefully that gives you an idea of what we're doing on the Mistras. Primarily, they've pretty much all but one of them have been a table topper or a table runner. Although I know a lot of you got really creative and actually have gone and done, made them into like placemats or done other things with them if you've been tired of making too many table toppers. So let's see where Val is at. So hopefully that answers your question. So we will continue with the Mistras, I think probably through December. Because we've got there's some great ones out there for the holidays. So the current mystery is a fall table runner. And I can show you yesterday's mystery, what we did for home, what we did during the class, if I can find it. Okay, if you all want to see this, there you go. That would be Matt and Amanda's little guy on his first Halloween. Isn't that just so cute?
Came with the zebra for him to eat.
For him to eat. Okay, let's see if I can find yesterday's. So yesterday's class, if you go back, and all of these mysteries are available for you to go back and get the directions. There's no fee to participate unless you want a fabric kit. He is the cutest lion ever. So yesterday's clue was you needed to make 2 of these 9 patches. You needed to make 6 of these 6 patches. So these are the 6 patches, and we need to make 6 of these, and then we need to make 2 of these units. So basically on our website under our classes you will find a free project sheet that tells you what you need to do for each part of the mystery. So right now we are on mystery number 9, and this was part 2. So one day last week I did give out, or maybe at the beginning of the week, I gave out the cutting and the supply list for this mystery. Okay, so hopefully that answers your question on what our mysteries are. So I do try, obviously I have to find something that doesn't have any type of copyright to it that I can create. Sometimes I'll take bits and pieces of things that I find on Pinterest and just do it from there. Where do I go to get them? You know what? We'll go back to Matt and we'll have him show us where you go to get them. So just one moment.
So one thing I want to tell you, ladies and gents, if there's some gents, is when you are pressing these out, I went into the inside of the pillow and pressed this seam here so that I wouldn't have some creases in it.
Okay.
And we are almost ready to finish and make a flange.
So Molly, we don't put the pictures on the website for the mysteries because we don't want to ruin any of the mysteries for the people. So we cannot post the, it's not that we can't, we don't want to post the picture of the finished project on the mysteries but there is a step-by-step instruction for each one of the segments in the mystery. I hope that answers your question.
I think the table topper that you and I both have on our tables at home has been my very favorite.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
It's actually, I have it on my table at home too. I don't know what happened to the blue one I made. I've got the neutral color one on my
I
table.
have the neutral color one, which you thought was really strange that I would choose a neutral color. All right, I'm trying to get this to lay down. So in creating a flange like I've done here, what we're going to do now is simply top stitch along here.
Just like stitch in the ditch,
Just
right?
Stitch in the ditch.
Okay,
I
so
did not use a decorative stitch because I already had a pillow made for it and I wanted it to fit.
Molly, when you say no, it isn't on the website, I'm not following what you are meaning. We're actually going to go out to the website right now. I'm going to have Matt direct us and show people where they can go to find these mysteries. So bear with me.
So, aboveandbeyondsewing.com. As far as the products that they're showing in the video goes, you just scroll down here. You're going to hit products, and all the way down on products, you'll have Facebook Live products. And this will be anything that we've shown today. The one without the picture will be the fabric bundle. And then you have the other items. You click on the item, it's going to bring up the price, and then the 20% off will already be on there for you. More information or more pictures if you need it.
Perfect.
Okay, and then you can just add to the cart.
Can you show them how to go out to the classes and get the
Yes.
directions?
Okay, so you go to
So being we're in mystery number 9, we're in part 2. I will show you how to go out and find those, okay?
so we're gonna go to the calendar tab and then events,
Mm-hmm.
and then each day you're gonna see what we did at 2 o'clock here. You
So
can go
let's
back
go, can we go into this one right here?
Yeah.
This was yesterday.
So mystery number 9 part 2, you'll click on it, scroll down, and you have your click here for your directions link right there. You can go back and do this for any of the videos that we've done since we started this, pretty much.
So once you click on that, it's going to take you out to a PDF, and that's the same piece of paper that I was just showing you a few minutes ago. So these were the directions from yesterday. So can you go back to the main calendar, please, Matt?
Yep.
The book isn't on the website yet because we didn't actually, that was my error. I didn't give it to Matt to put up. So what we're doing is we're looking for mystery number 9 part 1, and it was actually last Friday. So mystery number 9 part 1, supplies and cutting. So you'll go into there and it says click here for your cutting and supplies, and again it will be a PDF, and it will give you everything that you need to cut and be ready so that you can start sewing with us. So hopefully that answers all of your questions. And Molly, I see that you just saw the cutting directions. So let me know if there's anything that you can't find. We will try and help you with that.
What product do I need to add?
You need to add, but you're going to need to add it.
Okay.
Okay, so Matt's going to add that. So if you give us a couple of minutes, hopefully by the time we finish live here, he should have the book up there. So by stitching right there, it basically has created a flange in this. So this will stay flat all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's got her handy dandy pillow.
That I made because I didn't have a pillow form, and sometimes your pillows don't match the standard pillow forms.
Mm-hmm.
But I like this. I think it just gives a pillow a really nice finish. Isn't that nice?
So Wanda, yeah, this is just another avenue for you to be able to order products. So you can do either or. we have just been inundated with the comments, which we truly are very grateful, and thank you for that. But I know that we tried to get back to you within 24 hours, but sometimes that hasn't happened. So this basically gives you a little bit more control in the ordering process, and a little bit more automated.
And they can use PayPal.
And you can use PayPal for that. So here is the finished project for today. I could not find mystery number 1, part 1. It's out there somewhere, Kathy. I would have to do some searching because that was quite some time ago. If you want to call the Thornton store, it's 303-317-2004. And we can try and locate that date for you, or alternatively you can send me a message through the contact us link on our website, and I will respond to you via email. I don't necessarily want you to put your email on the comments here, so you can just send me a private email. My personal email is kate@aboveandbeyondsewing.com, or you can click on the link through our website and I will get that email also. If not, I can always email that file to you, but it should be on there. So when we do the supplies and the cutting, it's done along with another project. So that isn't just our live for that day. So it's probably hidden in there somewhere along with another project. It's probably,
the first one
it was quite a while ago.
and what it
So,
was.
I actually think it was that one. That first one that I just showed them. That's on that table over there. Anyway,
There's no picture up yet, but I'll have that up soon. But the book is up.
okay, so Patrick is telling me that the book is up.
No, Matt.
Patrick, no, that's Matt. Matt is telling me that the book is up. The picture isn't up there yet, but he has got the book up there for you all. So thank you for joining us today.
Thanks,
and we look forward to Amanda
Next week.
on Monday.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
thank
Bye-bye,
you.
everybody.
Bye-bye.